So one word of advice for all the future MBA students, that just focus on your skills and abilities, because eventually you're going to land into your dream job and a high paying role. But to be able to sustain that is more important, and for that you need your skills and your abilities. So focus on the skills and abilities rather than focusing on the high profile job, and you will do really well. So I'm Abhisek and I graduated as an electrical engineer in 2018. After that, I've been working in TCS for the last 3 years. So when I worked in TCS, I was the lead of my application and used to communicate with client on a daily basis to prepare the project timelines and coordinate the deliverables. Then my colleagues encouraged me to go ahead and take my career to the next level, since I used to be pretty good at communication, and managerial skills was something that they found that I could be good at. So they encouraged me. Then I had a chat with my friends. They said yes, an MBA should be your topmost priority at this moment, because you are doing well and you can take your career to the next level with the help of an MBA. I also consulted my parents, and then I thought that just being an engineer and knowing the innovative solution won't be that much effective. You have to know the day-to-day business in order to bridge the gap between science, engineering and real business world, which could be more fruitful. If you can do that, it will be more fruitful to you in the future. And this is the time I decided that okay, it's time to take your career to the next level and switch to an MBA. Firstly, I feel that engineers already knowing the technical skills and ability would feel it better that if they know the day-to-day business activities, they will be able to bridge the gap between science, engineering and real business world. Secondly, the growth opportunity that one gets by doing an MBA is much greater. That's what I think. Thirdly, engineering teaches you how to deal with things in a smarter way, but it doesn't tell you how to deal with people. In real world, you will have to deal with people as clients, co-workers and customers. And an MBA not only provides you with that skill, but also helps you to evaluate and think about a situation from multiple perspectives. Before coming to Great Lakes, I was a part of a lot of CAT preparation group where people used to talk about ROI or return on investment, and everyone just was talking about placements and what kind of a role that they would get, the average salary that is there, the median salary. But I didn't like this. I was more focused on the skills and abilities that one could acquire by doing an MBA. My intention was not to get a high paying job, but to acquire the skills and the knowledge, because I knew that once I have the skills and knowledge, I would eventually land in my dream job. It was just a matter of time. So in such a situation, Great Lakes seemed to be the best option that I had, because the faculty that we have over here are the best in class with rich industry experience, and hence they would provide me the skills and abilities that I was looking for. When I used to play cricket, my coach always used to tell that okay, हाथी खरीदना बड़ी बात नहीं है, हाथी पालना बड़ी बात है. Even if you acquire a high paying job, you have to sustain in that environment. If you can't sustain it, there is no use, because then you will be a liability to the company, and it's only a matter of time that you will be thrown out. I don't want that to happen. I want to be the expert in my domain. I want to sustain that environment. That I want to be the best. I've always been the best in whatever I have done. And this attitude of gaining skills and abilities rather than thinking of a high paying job has really helped me and had really changed my career. The two sectors that I was particularly targeting was analytics and consulting. Having been always good with numbers, data analysis and problem solving skills, I found these two sectors aligned to my strength and also to the current industry trend. The companies which I was particularly targeting was Tiger Analytics, ZS and Accenture. But when I got a mail from our placement department that Bain is coming to campus, I was really excited, because the role that they provided would really, I would really fit into that environment and that role pretty well. Then I just applied into that job, and when I got shortlisted, I was just over the moon, but I knew that it was just a start. I needed to crack the interview and do well in it. So we have a very good career services team over here, which takes into account the roles which everyone aspires to be in. And once they found out that everyone was looking to get into the consulting sectors, they thought that okay, Bain was the right choice. Okay, during the application process itself, Great Lakes takes into account all the sectors and roles that a student might aspire to get into, and with the help of that information, the Corporate Career Services and the Student-led Placement Committee tries to look for companies which might be good for the students in terms of the roles that they aspire for. apart from the already companies that used to come to the campus, they search for additional companies. On that particular day, I was only focusing on Bain because I didn't want to put too many options in my head. Putting option in your head would really distract you too much. Bain was the ultimate option that I had on that particular day, and I wanted to crack it. But also one thing that I had in mind was not to worry too much about the result and not to worry about being perfect, because that's what puts additional pressure on you, which you do not want to carry it into the interview table. I wanted to do my best, and whatever was the outcome was, I would have accepted it. Well, as I told, I was really good with numbers, and the questions that they asked were mostly on numerical types. The case studies, the guesstimates, the puzzles that they asked me, I used to practice them a lot because I used to enjoy them. And well, this was the best thing that had happened, because the questions were according to my strengths. I think the requirements were similar to my strengths, and which helped me get a job at Bain. Okay, being selected at Bain in a group of 500 odd students was really an achievement for me. I was really happy, and my happiness knew no bounds. But more than me, my friends were happy because they thought that I was the deserving candidate. I thought that my strategy of looking for skills and abilities more than a high profile or a high paying job has really worked. And this gave me immense happiness because I can be an example for some of the future students who would come in, who would like to understand how you need to get, what you need to do during an MBA process to get into a top profile or top profile company. So the course curriculum in Great Lakes is so designed that is up to the current industry standards, and one doesn't need to look beyond that. But still, Great Lakes invites many faculties and industry leaders to come and have a talk with students about what needs to be done and provide them insights on what is going on in the industry. But as I said that learning doesn't stop anywhere, right? Learning doesn't stop at B school. You need to constantly upskill yourself. Because see, if you look at the pandemic, it has already given us evidence on the disruption that is going to occur. And in such a scenario, it becomes really important for a B school graduate to focus on the emerging technologies, the skills, the tools that can be used, and the modern day platform that we have like Udemy and Coursera can be really utilized to have those skills and abilities and learn those tools pretty efficiently. The biggest transformation that I've seen in myself is transforming from a passive note taker to someone who likes to challenge the traditional viewpoint and someone who can think out of the box. Secondly, my ability to handle pressure has really increased due to the frequency of exams and assignments. Thirdly, being at Great Lakes, I have garnered good business skills which I was initially lacking. Earlier, which appeared to me as a normal tagline, now I understand the entire psychology and the process behind it. From a personal point of view, I have found something which I wasn't advertently looking for: a family away from family. Having interacted with people from diverse background have really helped me understand the culture. This would really help me be prepared for a global economy and foster creativity in me. So lastly, the friends that I had before coming to Great Lakes and the friends that I have made at Great Lakes have really encouraged me to go beyond my potential. Because without their encouragement, I don't think I would have been able to crack the job at Bain. So one word of advice for all the future MBA students: that just focus on your skills and abilities, because eventually you're going to land into your dream job and a high paying role. But to be able to sustain that is more important, and for that you need your skills and your abilities. So focus on the skills and abilities rather than focusing on the high profile job, and you will do really well.